Hi, this is Sharik from Dr. Amar Sarin Limb Lengthening team. I'm a senior physiotherapist. Today I am going to introduce our patient from Japan. He lives in Japan, but he's Indian. He had done his surgery almost like 2.5 months back. Today he will share his experience till now, how was his lengthening and his pain on everything he will explain.
Hello, my name is Shivam, and I am from India. And I moved to Japan about 6 years ago. And ever since then, I've been insecure about my height. And me and my father are pretty close. And I used to talk about him about my insecurity. And that's when I met a doctor from Japan that we used to talk to. And we found out that my growth plates fused. And the doctor said the only option would now be he briefly mentioned would be height lengthening. And initially I was not happy to hear about such a surgery. It looked really painful, it looked really dangerous. And that's the doctor mentioned there are many different countries who does it. And I was still not sure whether I should do it or not. But the doctor briefly mentioned Dr. Amar Sarin. And ever since then, for 3 to 4 years, I've been researching about the doctor. And with his recommendation, I uh, was still a little unsure about the doctor, but I still came to India to see the doctor. At first, I watched a lot of documentaries that were not supporting the height lengthening centers in India. I saw a video about the documentary in Vice where it looked really horrible. I was super scared to come to India. The documentary scared me, to be honest. And when I came here, I came in with my dad, and we were still very unsure. Then met Dr. Sharik, and we were. He showed me all the patients in the rehab. We met about 6 to 12 patients that were in the frames, and also patients that were uh, uh, also staying here after post frame removal. And there was another patient who came to my room. He was moving his legs on his wheelchair. He was showing me the different movements. He was talking about his experience and how there are many other patients who he visits every day. He told me that he used to climb the stairs to go up to another floor. He even goes to the roof. And ever since the surgery, after the surgery with my frames, I used to hang around with him in his room. He used to come to my room. He used to climb stairs and go to others, and we even go to the roof and have some have some chai. And during the surgery, before the prior to the surgery, we had to take a couple of X-rays, a blood test, and we had to check for any previous serious health issues. And after the clearance, we talked with Dr. Amar Sarin with my father, and he said we were not planning on doing the surgery, but after meeting all the other patients, when the doctor said we can do surgery, we're all cleared for that I'm all fully capable of doing the surgery. We were all for it, and we did the surgery after 2 days, I remember. And we had to get admitted in uh, Sri Balaji Action Medical Institute one day prior to the surgery, and the next day was my surgery. I was a little scared for the surgery, but there was a caretakers, one by the name of Sanju Bai, who gave me a little bit of support. And I was with my father, so I didn't have much to worry about. And the surgery went really well. I couldn't feel my legs after the surgery because of the anesthesia for 2 to 3 days, and I stayed in the hospital in a private room. And after 3 days, the HOD, the head doctor, Dr. Sunil, uh, cleared me for discharge, and I came back to the rehab. And first couple of days were a little painful, and after 1 week or so, I remember my legs were almost back to normal. Still, I had a little bit of pain. Maybe it went away after 1 month. I was fully normal. The frames almost became like a part of me. That's what all the other patients, that's how they describe after 1 month. There's no pain, but the frames are still in your legs. And ever since then, we started doing physio. We socialized just to keep our minds occupied. I even bought myself. We had a TV here, but I bought a bigger one to play FIFA, and we all come together and have a little bit of fun. And yeah, that was my experience. In terms of pain intensity, I met a lot of people who not. I met a lot of people who said they didn't have any pain, but for me it was a little difficult. At night, it was really hard for me to sleep. Even still now, it's a little hard for me to sleep. You can take painkillers, but a lot of other patients said if you take painkillers too much at the end of the lengthening phase, your painkillers might not work and you will start to feel more pain because your body is getting used to the painkillers. So I tried not to take it as much, but it is a little more painful for me during physio. For me, I have two physios, and I always take painkillers right before the physio, about 30 minutes prior, because the pain is a little too much for me, at least in my case. And there are days where the physio's literally too much that I have to stop the physio, tell the physiotherapist, no, 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 it's too painful, let's just skip for now. And there are days where I sometimes forget the painkiller, so I have to endure the pain during the physio. And a lot of people say they have pain. Some people say they don't have any pain. Some people say they have pain during some days. So it all differs from person to person. But for me, I have a little more pain than I thought, and yeah, so I had a little more pain, and my sleep was and still is a little difficult. Right now, I'm almost at the end of my lengthening phase. The doctors and the physiotherapists are saying that I'm almost around 6.3, 6.5. They're saying it might take about 10 to 15 more days for me, and after that, I'll remove my frames. So far, it's been really good, and I will make another video after my frame removal to talk about my experience on how the physio is different compared to the physio right now. A lot of patients say the physio is more painful after frame removal because of a lot of hamstring exercises, tendon exercises, and yeah, 50 more days, and I'll put on another video.